Hailey Bieber called me a effing loser. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. You guys, you know my whole channel is like we're on a FaceTime call and I am here visiting my family, my mom in the island in Colombia. And I've been showing you all around. I've been taking you everywhere because you guys know when I FaceTime you, it's giving FaceTime. But right now, girl, I'm inside because it is so freaking hot outside that first of all, the wind is blowing like it's a freaking, hurricane. But then the heat is going crazy. Like Mother Nature, girl, somebody pissed her off today, but I'm like, bitch, pick a struggle. But anyways, girl, listen, we gotta talk because Justin Bieber's new album, Swag, is swagalitioning, okay? But Hailey Bieber shared something that is causing quite the stir, and we gotta talk about this. So first of all, I wanted to ask you guys, have you listened to the new album, Swag, by Justin Bieber? And if you have, drop your favorite songs down below. Now, I really have not heard anyone. There's this one that's like about Hailey Bieber and how she has her lip gloss in the phone case and that she's iconic. But it can't help but wonder. It sounds so much like, Ayo Benny. You know what I mean? I'm just like, girl, what is happening? And I'm not trying to be a hater, but like, this is like an applause to the person who did the Ayo Benny. Selena, she loves me, the parody song. I'm like, girl, you did it perfectly because Justin Bieber sounds exactly like this. But listen, there's a lot of tea coming in from this album, and I'm just reading you guys what people are saying. A lot of people are calling this album a cash grab.
I got my career start in PR, and it feels like Justin Bieber's surprise album today is just desperate for attention and marketing, and there's nothing creative from a songwriting perspective in here. What they did was they said it's going crazy on X. First of all, most people aren't on Twitter anymore. It's just riddled with bots. Second of all, if you listen to the song Walking Away, which is the one they're heavily promoting right now, it falls flat. It doesn't have any of that hallmark Bieber sound, and I'm sorry, I don't see this doing well, and it feels just like a big marketing apparatus. It does not feel like genuine music. It feels like a guy who needs to release something to make money, and because it's not that good, we're going to lean heavily into marketing and say, oh, it's all about his relationship with Hailey. It feels like he wrote this over a weekend. It does not feel like he worked really hard to release this. I could be wrong, and Belieber fans, feel free to correct me. I'm not married to this theory, but having gotten my start in PR, this feels like it's PR first, music second. Let me know what you think.
Justin Bieber's new album is absolute trash. Sorry, hate to be a hater. I just speed listened to it all the way through, went through some of the lyrics as well. This album is unfocused, indulgent, all over the place. It's got 3 different skits of Justin Bieber just chatting with Drewski. Most of the songs seem to be about his problems with his wife, Hailey Bieber, but also how sexy she is and how good their sex is. And then he closes out the album with some kind of prayer, even though there aren't any other real religious themes throughout the album. It feels rushed. It feels haphazard. I see why they went with the white trash cover aesthetic because the album is trash. I hate to say it. I'm so sorry. It feels like Justin has very little to say. He doesn't have any thoughts about being a new dad except dad love. Truly, that's like the only lyric we get about it. He doesn't have any complicated feelings about him and Hailey. It's just that they fight all the time, but he likes having sex with her. The only song that perked up my ears at all was the title track Swag, and it was just sonically interesting, and I feel bad. I feel like Justin doesn't have anyone on his team pushing him to make more interesting music. There's even unfinished songs on this album that he just threw out there as these little crappy demos. Hate to say it. Sorry, Beliebers. Please let me know in the comments what you think of this album, but I'm not impressed.
So Justin Bieber has just dropped his 7th studio album. Here's my album review. Now I gotta say, this sounds like the most raw and emotional Justin Bieber I've heard in a while. I don't think songs are too overly produced. I think he did it just right with this one. I did enjoy a lot of these songs, and some of the features were really good as well, such as Cash Cobain, Gunna. Justin's vocal performance were out of this world throughout this project. One of my favorite tracks is Yukon, which gave me really big Frank Ocean vibes, and I did get this throughout the project as well. I did really enjoy the style and approach he took for this project. Daisies, Swag, Yukon are probably my top 3, but First Place is also amazing. So many good tracks on this project. I really enjoyed this. Now, I'm going to give the album a pretty good, strong 7.5. I think it could definitely grow. I think we could have lived without the Drewski features, though.
Justin Bieber just dropped a new album today, July 11th. I listened to the whole thing. I actually jotted down my thoughts. I wanted to make sure I got this right. So, Justin Bieber's album, entitled Swag, is straight gas. Oh, sorry. G wasn't supposed to be there. Ass. It is straight ass. The whole thing is trash. On half the songs, the music is blasting and you can barely even hear him singing. He mumbles through most of his lyrics. It's really just straight trash. There was like 1 or 2 songs that were okay. The rest of it, garbage. I've been looking forward to this album since I found out about it yesterday. Awful way to start a Friday.
So I was in the midst of listening to Justin Bieber's album, right? Swag. So where are you going? That's what it stands for me. I don't know where it's going, bro. I'm gonna be very honest with you. A lot of people not gonna like this take. I like Bieber, man. Directionless album. Like I said, I just listened to it full and through. The sweet spot started off nice. Sexy Red propaganda is not gonna be pushed upon me. I'm sorry, y'all. It didn't need Sexy Red's feature. God bless the career, but it's not for me, bro. The Sexy Red train is not for me. Could have put even Leon Thomas on that record. Made it actually a smooth record. It made sense. Like, it was just smooth. It's just forced for me. The songs sound like they just jumbled up a whole bunch of recordings from the past 4 or 5 years and put it all in one album. They said, Justin, what do you want to name it? Swag.
But some people, and I would actually say most of the people, love this album. They're saying that Justin has never sounded better. They're saying that this is amazing. They're saying that, they're so happy that he's back and, this and that. But Hailey Bieber shared something to her Instagram stories yesterday. And she reposted a picture of his track list in Times Square and then writes, is it finally clocking to you fucking losers? So first of all, Miss Hailey Boo Boo, or Justin, who are you calling a fucking loser? Because last time I checked, but Bubba, your actions have been the ones causing all of this attention.
I'm a dad, I'm a husband. You're not getting it, it's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
We're on the sidewalk, Justin.
I don't give a if you're on the sidewalk. I'm a human being, you're standing around my car. At the beach. You know what I'm saying? You don't think I'm a real guy, do you? You're gonna take this video out of context, you're gonna say I'm mad. I don't know who the paying you to provoke me, but I'm not the one. Okay? Stop provoking me and I'm a real dad, a real husband, a real man.
All right,
so don't do this to me. Okay?
All right, cool.
I'm not to be with. I don't know who's paying you to with me or provoke me, but I'm not the one. I don't care that you're on the sidewalk. I don't care what kind of dirty work, what kind of nasty you're getting paid in the background to provoke me, bro, but I'm not the one. I'm really not the one. I don't care that you're on the sidewalk, bro. Clearly you're here for an alternate agenda. Why would you want to be here to provoke me like this? This isn't love.
You're not provoking, Justin.
This isn't love, bro. This is weird, bro. Y'all are on some real weird shit. Literally.
All right, have a good night, Justin.
Okay, then go, then have a good night somewhere else, man, for real.
All right,
because
cool.
I'm not going to stand around here and let this happen. No sir. No way. No how.
All right, cool.
This is the beach.
You guys
People
have
get
that
to be
room,
at
too.
the beach. They do. They do. They get to be at the beach.
No, not good morning. You already know. You already here. You already know. You just want money. Money, 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 money. Money, get out of here, bro. Money. All you want. You don't care about people. All you want is money. Go. Get out of here. All you guys want is money. Money, 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 money. Money, money, money. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Money. That's all you care about? Money? That's all you care about, guys.
What do you know?
It's money. You don't care about people. Only money. Only money. No people. You don't care about human beings. Go. Go.
Justin Bieber's receiving some backlash after Hailey Bieber scores her first solo US Vogue cover. So basically he writes, Yo, this reminds me when Hailey and I got into a huge fight. I told Hales that she would never be on the cover of Vogue. Yikes, I know, so mean. For some reason, because I felt so disrespected, I thought I gotta get even. I think as we mature, we realize that we're not helping anything by getting even. We're honestly just prolonging what we really want, which is intimacy and connection. So baby, you already know, but forgive me for saying you wouldn't get a Vogue cover, because clearly I was sadly mistaken. Girl, you know what? Just a congratulations is enough, Justin. A congratulations. What do you mean I was sadly mistaken? Justin Bieber, girl, you are, just say congratulations and let her celebrate today, because this is a huge win. Because not only did she get the cover, but she also got into Sephora. Justin, wash your laundry at home, boo. Wash your dirty clothes at home. Anyways, girl, what do we think about this? Because a lot of people are really upset about this. Do you guys find anything wrong in this, or do you think it's just someone saying, you know what, I was wrong and you were right? But I don't know. I just don't think that today was the day to do this. But that's just my opinion. And all of this bad press and media. I know good damn and well that you are not calling me a fucking loser. I don't know what in the Regina George is going on, okay, in your home. I don't know what kind of high school mentality you have, boo, but I would go back into your car. I would redirect your GPS, because this is not a location that you want to end up in, bitch. U-turn, motherfucker, U-turn, okay? Let me tell you something. I have not been called a loser in years. You know, do people even say that? You know who says that? Mean girl mentality, okay? Here's the thing about the Biebers, and you guys know I've been defending Justin left and right because I've been trying to see the human in him. But here's the thing, when you purposely find yourself creating the drama that the press is writing about, maybe you are the one who is a masochist. Maybe you are the one who is obsessed with fame, and you are the one who is obsessed with people speaking badly about you, not us. Because here's the thing, girl, I spilled tea of what people are talking about, what the media is saying. And everything goes back to your actions. Freaking out in front of the paparazzi, cursing the paparazzi out, walking around with no shirt on, dissing your wife in public, Instagram when she finally gets that Vogue cover. There are so many things that he has done with his actions that have caused the bad press. So let me ask you a question, Justin. Is it finally clocking to you that you are the one who is causing all this drama? Because if you were staying away from the paparazzi and not purposely going to where paparazzi are, where you know good damn and well that this is a hotspot for paparazzi, well then maybe you wouldn't be in the midst of a freaking paparazzi attack and you could actually go through the back doors. How come we don't see Beyonce, Adele, Britney Spears, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez? We don't see any of these people going in and out of fucking restaurants all the time. We might see them go to like Sushi Park, which is, the big place where Hailey loves to go and stuff. Selena was just there the other day. If you go to hot spots, you know damn well you're going to get paparazzi. But even paparazzi have said that Justin does not go out of his way to try and hide from them, that he actually parks really far away so that he can't get caught by the paparazzi. So I'm just like, girl, you know what? It just makes absolutely no sense that you are there trying to now call us losers when you're the one creating this narrative. So honestly, girl, it just makes zero sense. Now, a lot of people are really upset about this, but you know what, girl? It is what it is. Now, I did want to talk really, really quickly about Anyways, girl, listen, okay? Going back to this album. Now, a lot of fans are saying that they're really, really happy about it, but some people are saying that this was a cash grab, okay? And I'm gonna just be very honest with you guys. I could also say positive things. One, I'm very excited for anyone to follow their passion and their dreams. Two, this is way better than hanging out and doing nothing and smoking weed. Three, I think that when you have something to say, you write it down on paper, and if you're an artist, release it. And that is something that I'm very, very happy for Justin, because when you release things, you're happy. You are satisfied. You are a little bit lighter. And that is a wonderful, wonderful thing for Justin. But one thing I just don't like is like this whole narrative now that it's the public's fault, or it's the media fault, or even people that are commenting on him. That is something that I just find so cheap and just such a cheap shot. And I just think that, you know, I think that if the Biebers didn't do anything, there would be some rumors, but it wouldn't have videos or pictures or quotes or screenshots from their behavior. Do you know what I mean? It would just be like made up fucking shit like, oh, a crazy insider says that they had a huge fight. There's no proof, there's no pictures, there's no headlines, there's no images, there's nothing, because there's nothing. But they don't do a good job of doing that. So in my opinion, I really truly believe that this album was to kind of clean up a little bit of the image, to kind of show him as a musician again, and to put him back in that level where he once was. But now my question is, will he ever be at that position where he once was? Will he be able to reclaim that Prince of Pop? You know, I mean, obviously the album is not really pop anymore. It's more like R&B hip hop. But I'm just saying, girl, there is something in the waters. We're not the ones causing this. If it was not for you and your behavior, there wouldn't be anything to clock. There wouldn't be the memes of standing on business. There wouldn't be the shirtless, chaotic pictures. And there wouldn't be the Instagram comments and the Instagram things that you and Hailey Bieber do to each other. So in my opinion, honey, the one who's not standing on business is you, boo. But congratulations on your album. I really do hope it does well, because I wish well. But no one is going to call me a fucking loser. No one is going to literally blame the media. That's the crazy part, blaming the media for your behavior. Like, you've been famous for far too long to know that anywhere you go, there's going to be paparazzi. You've been famous for far too long to know that every single thing, every single movement that you make is going to be talked about, analyzed, screenshot, and shared worldwide. You have been famous for way too fucking long to know that the rules are not going to change just because you don't want to apply them to you. And you've been famous far too long to not know how to play the game. You could hide, you could go into back doors, you could avoid the paparazzi at all costs, and you can get off social media. But don't come and play us and call us fucking losers for your behavior. Stand on your business, mature, and try to understand and take accountability for your actions, boo. But congratulations on your album. That's all. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that follow. Mwah.